So, here's the thing. We need to find a way into the deep roads. Bartrand can lead us to the right place once we're down there, but we need a good entrance.
Any entrance would do, wouldn't it? Unless a dragon's sitting in it, I suppose.
We need an entrance that's close to our destination, but isn't already plundered or filled with darkspawn. Fortunately, I've received some new information. There's a Grey Warden in the city. If anyone knows how to get down there, it'll be him.
Why would a Grey Warden know that?
The Wardens don't just fight darkspawn. They forge into the deep roads all the time. And if he doesn't know, he might be able to point us to those who do.
Are there any other options?
None at the moment. Bartrand had an entrance lined up, but it was a bust. I'll keep looking, but if we don't find something, we'll have a fancy expedition with nowhere to go.
We don't want trouble with the Grey Wardens, do we?
Hell no, them niggas will beat the fuck out of you.
I'd rather not fight a warden unless we have to. Supposedly, this Grey Warden came in.
Grey Wardens can contend with dragons, bro.
A Lowtown woman named Lorene has been
They're superhuman.
We talked to her. Maybe we learn where he is. I'll keep after my contacts, see if I can drum up any other work.
Like, the main character from Origins is obviously, you know, more powerful than, like, most people. But, like, even your average Grey Warden is can fight dozens upon dozens of darkspawn. They're so badass to me. Origins is so fucking cool. Not much room in the barracks,
but there's nowhere I'd rather be. The heart of law in Kirkwall. If I have to say something about it anyway.
I think I found something of yours.
I had never thought to see this again. Thank you.
No problem. But yeah.
The Viscount must be terribly busy. I've been waiting most of the day.
But yeah, man, to me, the Grey Wardens are one of the coolest fantasy, you know. They're one of the coolest fantasy orders in, like, just groups. Or knights, whatever. You know what I'm trying to say. I forgot. I have to play Origins again, but like I love that.
Stop looking at me. What's your issue now, little hawk?
Don't call. Just don't. All right. You're looking for fodder for your stories.
Do you think you're that interesting?
I have enough trouble being overshadowed as it is. I don't need to get caught under an imaginary me too.
Don't you worry. I'm not in the business of lullabies or children's stories.
Like, Carver, you gotta stop bitching about that.
Will everyone please just step back? My mother's in labor. The baby's come early. Can anyone help her? I'll send word to the healer, but...
My son's hurt bad. Cart overturned on him in the blasted bone pit.
Everyone in your turn. I promise we have donations coming in. There will be food and medicine for all of you.
If you're seeking aid, leave your name with my girl. We serve everyone here. No one came from Ferelden without trouble. But I can't give priority to anyone who's already found work and lodging.
Is there a way I can assist these people?
If you've coin to spare, we won't turn it down. Donations go in the box up front. Anything else?
I hear you know where I can find a Ferelden Grey Warden.
Only Ferelden Grey Warden I've heard of is sitting on the throne. We're out of the Blight's path now. Why would you need a warden?
That's my nigga Alistair!
Once, wasn't he? A warden? Well, he's not now, and busy enough without answering fool questions about it.
Alistair. That's my nigga. The Grey Warden King, nigga. He was acting like a little bitch kind of in the first half, but like that's part of his character. He grows to become more confident. Well, he was when you first meet him, he's like making fun of a fucking mage, but I don't know. He goes, you know, he becomes he's one of my favorite characters.
Then I'll only ask very smart questions.
I do not joke, Sirrah. You see what our people face in Kirkwall. They have no jobs, no homes. Most can barely buy bread. This healer, he serves them without thought for coin. He's closed their wounds, delivered their children.
And yet he needs to hide.
He's a good man. I won't lose him to the blighted Templars.
He's not the only one who can feel magic.
You mean he's a mage?
Would I stick my neck out for some purveyor of hensbane and leeches?
Oh, perish the thought. Another delicate mage flower.
He doesn't want to be locked in the gallows just for using the gifts the Maker gave him.
Your healer is in no danger from me.
Right. Perfectly safe if he cooperates.
I suppose it isn't my secret to keep. Anders has certainly been free enough with his servants.
Anders, man.
Refugees in Darktown know to find the healer, look for the lit lantern. If you have need enough, Anders will be within.
I can't get my brother off the boat. The grip's got him.
Anders kind of a bitch in this game, but again, it's part of his character arc.
I asked at 30 farms for work.
So I can't really get
Not
mad
one
at it,
is
but
hiring
like,
for realm.
I'll donate a sovereign. Cause I got it like that. But yeah, man, oh my god.
Hey, we heard you in there asking about the healer. We know what happens to mages in this town, and it ain't gonna happen to him.
I kind of want to see what happens.
You want him safe? Don't pick fights with other Fereldans while the Templars are after us all.
Ferelden? But your clothes. I figured you for a Kirkwaller, sorry. Maker bless the rule of our King Alistair.
King, bless the God save the king. God save the king. King Alistair, bro. He's a bro. Like, he'd probably need some help at first, but King Alistair, he'd probably be one of the greatest kings to ever serve. He's brave, he's experienced, he's wise, he's been through some things. Like, bro, Alistair's got this shit. And I know I'm glazing, and I'm gonna keep fucking glazing. That's my nigga.
A fellow Ferelden, no less.
That's my nigga.
1,000 thanks for saving Jansen's worthless hide. Worthless, am I? My farm supplied eggplant half of the South Reach. Yeah? My eggplant supplied half the bastards in South Reach. You're a real hero. Now what brings you here?
I killed the dragons. It's safe to return to work.
What if there's more dragons later? Or something worse like, bigger dragons? I go back to the missus without this job. She'll rip me apart sure as any dragon. What can we do? That bastard Hubert is the only one willing to hire us.
I own half the mine now. I'll keep it safe.
Be nice to work for one of our own. If you don't give us a fair shake, who would? Back to work, boys. I'm happy to take more of Hubert's coin.
Gotta do it for my countrymen, you know? Kirkwall is far as fuck from Ferelden. It took like 2 weeks on a ship to get here? Golly. That means it's probably an entire continent away. Or an entire ocean away, I meant to say, my bad. But where's this bitch ass nigga, bro?
You get more letters than I do. There's another one on the desk.
Well, yeah. Anders, It's strange what they did with Anders in this game. It's like, out of all the companions that they chose to bring from the first game, Anders, like, I'm not mad at it, but I'm also like, they could have chose the assassin. I've not played Origins in a minute. I feel like shit not knowing their names, but we could have had Sten. We could have had Sten, the church girl who sings the Dragon Age theme song. Like, dude, I don't understand why they chose because Anders is a DLC companion. He's a companion that you get in one of the Dragon Age DLCs. So I'm like, what the fuck? Okay, whatever. He's cold as fuck though. Anders is elite in the DLC. He's one of your best companions.
I have made this place a sanctum of healing and salvation. Why do you threaten it?
I'm just here to talk.
We're interested in getting into the deep roads. Rumor has it you were a warden. Do you know a way?
Did the warden send you to bring me back? I'm not going. Those bastards made me get rid of my cat.
Oh yeah, and he had a
Also
cat.
counts a lot. He hated the deep roads.
You can get a cat in that DLC and Anders will take care of him.
You had a cat named Sir Pouncelot in the deep roads.
He was a gift. A noble beast.
Yeah.
Almost got ripped in half by a genlock once. He swatted the bugger on the nose. Drew blood too. The blighted warden said he made me too soft. I had to give him to a friend in Amaranthine.
I think shit. I don't know. I think he gave it to that dwarf girl in the DLC. But yeah, you can find a cat in the Grey Warden can find a cat in the Dragon Age DLC and you can give it to Anders as a gift. So this is why I really like this game. That's why I kind of fuck with this game. They don't do a lot of crossovers from the, like, it's not like Mass Effect where, like, bro, like, you constantly hit over the head with your decisions from the first game, which I fucking love. I love it I love it when games connect from game to game. That shit is so cool. But anyway, what are you doing here?
So you came to Kirkwall just to escape the warden?
You say that like it's a small thing. Yes. I'm here because there's no warden outpost, no darkspawn, and a whole host of refugees to blend in with. And some reasons of my own.
Yeah, if there's not a blight, the Grey Wardens don't really have. I mean, they actually have a lot to do because Darkspawn aren't just a problem that you have to deal with just because of blight. A blight is just when Darkspawn are like. A blight happens when an archdemon is born, and the blight now the now the blight the Darkspawn have a commander in chief.
I've always heard that joining the Wardens is for life.
That's only partly true. The hopelessly tainted by the Darkspawn and plagued by nightmares
about the
archdemon
yeah.
hearts
See?
don't go away.
Yeah.
But it turns out if you hide well, you don't have to wear the uniform or go to the parties.
Yep. You're also always tainted. Once you become a Grey Warden, you're a Grey Warden for life. There's no turning back. You're literally mute. You're like part Darkspawn when you become a Grey Warden.
I'm part of an expedition into the deep roads. Any information you have could save people's lives.
I will die a happy man if I never think about the blighted deep roads again. You can't imagine what I've come through to get here. I'm not interested although, a favor for a favor. Does that sound like a fair deal? You help me, I'll help you.
Let's be more specific. I don't do anything involving children or animals.
I have a warden who debts in this area, but there's a price. I came to Kirkwall to aid a friend, a mage, a prisoner in the wretched gallows. The Templars learned of my plans to free him. Help me bring him safely past them, and you shall have your maps.
What do the Templars know of your plans?
I don't know. I had been exchanging notes with Carl through a maidservant in the gallows. Then the letters stopped coming.
You want to make your friend an apostate?
That's such a weighted term. Yes, Andraste said magic should serve man, not rule him. But I've yet to find a mage who wants to rule anything. It goes against no will of the Maker for mages to live as free as other men.
I mean, whatever.
Forcing mages into servitude is not the way to prevent the rise of another Imperium.
That's not usually the response I get. Perhaps we will work together better than I expected.
Well, do you see this fucking big-ass staff on my back? I'm a mage.
What do the Templars know of your plans?
I don't know. Then the letters stopped coming.
I would help any mage in such circumstances, map or no.
Better make this good. We're risking a lot if we anger the Templars.
I welcome your aid. I have already sent word for Carl to meet me in the Chantry tonight. Join us there, and we'll ensure that no matter who is with him, we all walk away free.
Look, you can't really do anything. Carver's not gonna fuck with you no matter what you do. There's very few things that you can do to like Carver's kind of. You two have a rivalry.
Rather be free down here, I guess.
He's the one character that you're gonna have a rivalry no matter what.
I don't like some of the people you've been associating with, Carver.
Talk to my brother. He's the one in charge.
Maybe, but I know you get around. This city's full of people who are dead set on ending badly. I don't want to see you end up the same way.
Would asking you to stop spying on me help in the least?
No.
You'll be on some crazy shit, Carver, bro.
I don't make my guards fight gangs in dark corners, but if you'd like to help...
Yeah, because they're a bunch of pussies, bro. And unlike me, I'm not one of them.
I saw Carl go inside a few minutes ago. No Templars so far. Are you ready?
Yes.
I didn't see anyone suspicious out here. Let's do this fast.
All right. I'll handle the talking. You watch for Templars.
You'll handle the talking? Anders, they're not exactly known for being charismatic.
When we find Carl, just let me talk to him.
All right. Ah, this nigga's trapping us.
Anders, I know you too well. I knew you would never give up.
What's wrong? Why are you talking like...
He's
I
been
was too rebellious, like you.
He's
The Templars knew I had to be made an example of.
He's been...
No. How else will mages ever master themselves? You'll understand.
If you prove to be too dangerous as a mage, they'll you see that thing on his forehead? It like basically I forgot what it's called, but basically they take your magic away. And if you do that to a mage, that basically like takes away their personality. So like they basically make it so you can't use magic anymore. But you're also like dead inside. Your personality's gone. You're still you, and you still remember who you used to be, I think. But you can no longer use magic, and you're no longer who yourself, you know. You're like emotionless. It takes away your emotions. Okay, everybody attack this nigga. Because he's giving them magic resistance. Beat, nigga! Oh my god. Oh shit. There we go. Beat up this nigga. Wait. Yike. Oh, ass nigga.
Anders, what did you do? It's like you brought a piece of the Fade into this world. I had already forgotten what that feels like.
Okay, so the Fade is like a separate universe within the Dragon Age universe, and that's where magic, dreams, and nightmares come from. And in order to use magic, you have to tap into the Fade. And when you're when you become one of these like drained niggas like him, it basically drains you of all your Fade energy, and that's where your personality comes from and shit like that. Tranquil, it's when you become tranquil.
I thought the Tranquil were cut off from the
Fade forever, yeah, they cut you off from the Fade.
You never think on your life before. But it's like the Fade itself is inside Anders, burning like a sun. Please, kill me before I forget again. I don't know how you brought it back, but it's fading.
Carl, no.
Maybe we can find a cure.
Can you cure a beheading? The dreams of tranquil mages are severed.
Yeah.
There is nothing left of them to fix.
I would rather die a mage than live as a Templar puppet.
Yeah, like when you become tranquil, your dreams are cut off. And like basically a mage's like a part of a mage's mind is from magic. So when you cut off a mage's magic, you're cutting off a part of them. It's like cutting off a limb.
I would rather die than be tranquil. Help him.
I got here too late. I'm sorry, Carl. I'm so sorry.
Now, it's fading. Why do you look at me like that?
Goodbye. We should leave before more Templars come.
But honestly, some mages deserve that fate.
Did, was it?
This is hard to explain. When I was in Amaranthi, I met a spirit of justice who was trapped outside the Fade. We became friends, and he recognized the injustice that mages in Thedas face every day.
And that's different than a demon?
Just as demons prey on the deadly sins of mankind,
Yes.
good spirits who embody our virtues.
Yes.
Spirits of compassion, fortitude, justice.
Exists. That's
They are the
yes.
Maker's
He's
first
right.
children, and they have all but given up on us.
That's the sad part. There are literally there are a whole bunch of like the reason why you see way more demons than these spirits and like angels and shit like that is because they've given up on humanity.
This spirit sounds like a useful friend to have.
He was far better to me than I have been to him. To live outside the Fade, he needed a host. I offered to help him. We were going to work together, bring justice to every child ever ripped away from his mother to be sent to the Circle. But I guess I had too much anger. Once he was inside me, he changed.
So, you have this spirit of justice living in your head?
It's not like that. He's gone now. He's part of me. It's not like we can have a conversation. I feel his thoughts as my own. Not even the greatest scholar could tell you where I end and he begins.
That really didn't look like a happy, benevolent spirit from where I was standing.
The Templars will think the same. We're friends with a monster.
Since when is justice happy? Justice is righteous. Justice is hard. But my anger, when I see Templars now, things that have always outraged me, but I could never do anything about, he comes out. And he is no longer my friend, Justice. He is a force of vengeance, and he has no grasp of mercy.
I'm not fucking gay.
Can justice ever be separated from you?
I don't think so. The only way a spirit has ever been separated from a living host is by its death. The curse is of my own making. All I can do now is hope to control it.
But you
Can you
can't.
bring him out at will?
No. He comes only when I've lost all power over myself. It's a madness, a frenzy. I only find out after what I might have done.
Is there anything I can do for you?
You're the first one I've ever told this. Thank you for not running away. My maps are yours. As am I, if you wish me to join your expedition. I thought I was done with the Grey Wardens. But if you have any need of me, I will be waiting here.
I guess we'll try them out. And alright guys, we're gonna end it there. I'm gonna see you guys later.